Dave Willet from MotoHead Mag, and here we have a 2017 CRF450R. They're pretty special, aren't they? And there's only a few people that have got them. They seem to be like a rare breed. I was going to say something else and it was like rocking horse, but I better not. We all raved about the bike back in, I think it was November when I first went to Sardinia, and a lot of people rated it as a game changer, and it certainly is a game changer in the world of Honda. So in Sardinia I found that the bike, one, the response and the power was improved over the previous model. The handling seemed to be good, but they seemed to be, you know, it did seem to be a little bit high at the rear. Also, what impressed me was how you could move the bike about and how you could move around the track. You know, that's a Honda trait, that, you know, that it tracks well and it manoeuvres down to this down to the chassis. The switch up on the top left there, right next to the kill button, that's a mode switch which basically, you know, switches from an aggressive mode to a smoother mode, and obviously you've got standard mode as well. They are really noticeable. I have tried them before on other manufacturers' bikes, and you're really pushing to find the difference. Whereas on the Honda you can really notice that, which is thumbs up. Air forks. I'm always a fan of air forks. I can understand why the general public don't want air forks. And is there anything wrong with these forks? No. Honda is one of the heaviest bikes now that's out there on the market. Can you feel that out on track? No. Can you feel it when you pick the bike up, put it on the stand? Yes. What's good about the Honda is obviously the build quality. It's known for its build quality. It's a high spec. That's what, you know, the customer wants. He wants to buy something that basically, hopefully, is going to be, when it comes to sell, it's got a high resale value, which Honda, they do hold their money. You know, it's always nice to have a bike and to go out at your track, the one what you know, and put in the laps and really find out, you know, or work out those niggles. After riding the bike now a little bit more, I've got a better understanding of the bike and more of an opinion on it, to be honest. When I first rode the bike in Sardinia and then rode this one that I have now, this one did feel a little bit different. So after the first time of riding it, I had a little look, you know, took the seat off and noticed that it was quite restricted. And if you have a look on the side panels there, you know, you can clearly see the air filter, whereas before you couldn't. So, you know, Honda have basically put two screws there. You have to take the side panels off and take the exhaust off, and you can get to two little screws. Funny enough, you undo those screws and them side bits they come out, and just from the response in the garage, just revving the throttle, you know, you can hear the difference. Another thing that I did notice as well while I was cleaning the air filter was the metal gauze, or the fire protector cage. That is very restricted, very air restricted. So I don't suggest that you take it out, but I did. And the reason for is just to allow the air to flow straight through. Honda have designed the bike for direct air intake. That was, you know, that was stressed so much on the launch of the 17 model. Yet they've got a cage or a fire mesh guard, which is pretty much half the air filter covered. So yeah, we took that out. Is that a big difference? Yes. So yeah, if you're a serious racer, then I suggest that you run the fire resistant air filter that we have in. If you do take the sides off, please bear in mind that the noise will go up on your bike as well. In Sardinia, everybody thought the bike was reasonably fast or pretty quick. It certainly was. I think it was 11% up on the previous model. Does that still feel that quick now? Yes, it does. Actually, when it's back in the UK, the power delivery, you know, it's immense. The response is really good from throttle to rear wheel, and the bike does really track really well. One thing I have noticed on the bike is the clutch free play. You know, that does become slack quite quick. And no, I'm not heavy on the clutch. Today as well, I tried some different triple clamps. It wasn't just so I could run the Renthal fat ball bars. There was a reason behind that, but I'm going to do a little bit more testing and report it back to you. Suspension in general is very good. Probably it's a little bit off balance, but nothing that you can't sort out really. With just a few clicks here and obviously setting up your sag. I'd set that anywhere between 105 and 108. I have noticed that the forks do seem to blow through quick on certain hard landings, but you know, it could be once every 3 laps on that jump. So yeah, just depending on how you're riding it. My CRF450 hasn't got an electric start. Will I be getting one? No. I'm quite happy kicking it at the moment, and to be honest, I don't really want any more weight on the bike. So I mentioned that the bike handles really well, and that's down to the mass centralisation of the bike. Honda are big into this. They like to keep everything small, compact. But you know, even the silencers, if you look how small they are, they push everything forward. I should have said into the centre and low, so that helps you manoeuvre very easily around the track, especially when it's such a big bike. Is this a bike that's competitive against other 450s now? Because previously it's always been known to be a bike that's rideable and always been a little bit slow, if we're honest, against the other 450s in its class. That's different this year, and that's why it's a game changer, because the bike, you know, it is up on power, it's noticeable out on track, and Honda have really focused most of their efforts into getting a bike that will get you out the start. And how you get a bike out the start is by drive and by power, and that's what they're priding themselves on.